So let's be honest. If Storm was a man, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've been talking to y'all about season 1 of X-Men 97 and just reviewing the different characters because it drops in a few days. It drops on July 1st. So while I've been over here rewatching season 1 of X-Men 97 honestly, I've lost count because like I said, been impatiently waiting on season 2 to hurry up and get here. It reminded me of something. Actually, it reminded me of my favorite character. Now, before the comments start acting up, let's get a few things straight. Storm is my favorite female X-Men. Storm is my favorite X-Men. Storm is my favorite mutant. Storm is my fave, period. So if you came here with the Storm slander, Storm disrespect, or one of them she's overrated takes, then sweetie, this is not a safe space for you. Delete yourself. Block yourself from my page. No Storm slander will ever be tolerated. Matter of fact, you can go ahead and click off now because I don't negotiate with bad opinion. Because over here, we respect a woman who can summon a hurricane, wear a cape indoors, and somehow still make everybody else look underdressed. And rewatching this season just reminded me why she's been my favorite all these years. Storm is that woman. She's literally that bitch. Like, don't play with her. Now, I'm not gonna lie. X-Men 97 finally gave Storm a real storyline. Not the usual Storm flies in, says something poetic, throws lightning, and exits stage left. No. They actually gave my girl depth, which, you know, is a big thing for me. She lost her powers, lost her confidence, got separated from the team, had to figure out who she was when she wasn't the weather app in human form. And honestly, that was one of the best arcs in the whole season, like one of the literal best, because Storm wasn't just fighting to get her powers back. She was fighting to remember who she was, and that hit right here. Then we got the adversary storyline. The costume, the hair, the attitude, everything, literally everything about her. She came back looking like she paid cash for the atmosphere. Like, don't play with Storm. And for a minute, I thought, oh, they finally putting some respect on Storm's name. Put some respect on it. Because let's be honest, for decades, Storm has been one of the most important X-Men in the comic lore. But adaptions keep treating her like premium background decoration. Why y'all playing with my girl like that? She'll be standing there looking amazing while everyone else gets the speeches, the emotional moments, the character development. Storm gets 3 lines and a lightning bolt. The disrespect is actually impressive and loud and wrong. And here's the wild part. We're talking about an Omega level mutant. She's a world ender. She can out of your fucking lungs, like the breath. Literally, she can manipulate it. She can. Translation: she's one of the strongest mutants alive. Omega level basically means your mutant abilities don't have a measurable upper limit. Do you know what that means? Like, Omega is rare. These are the heavy hitters, the mutants you call after everybody else already got folded like yesterday's laundry. Storm doesn't just make it rain on your barbecue. She controls the entire atmosphere on multiple planets, y'all. Like, multiple planets. She controls lightning, wind, temperature, air pressure, rain. She's not called the weather witch for no reason. She's not called the goddess of thunder for no reason. She can literally affect weather on a planetary scale. I'm telling y'all, she's a world ender. She can end these folks. Basically, if Mother Nature had a supervisor, it'd be Storm. Yet, somehow, adaptions keep acting like she's the team's special effects department. Meanwhile, comic readers know Storm has led the X-Men, led the Morlocks, beat Cyclops for leadership, been worshipped as a goddess, as I already said, literally married a king. Shout out to T'Challa. And somehow, every adaptation keeps acting like she's just there. Meanwhile, Wolverine gets his 17th trauma flashback. Again, sir, we know your childhood was rough, okay? Nobody's disputing that shit. Can we let somebody else have the camera for 5 minutes? Like, please? Never gonna get that Wolverine hype, y'all. I'm sorry. For the people in the back, Storm is not support staff. Storm is the franchise. And X-Men 97 finally started acting like it. Now, here's my only complaint. Her storyline was incredible until it fizzled out toward the end. Once she got her powers back, it felt like the writers were like, all right, Storm, appreciate you, queen. Go stand over there while we deal with everybody else's problems. Like, be fucking for real. And I wasn't ready for that. Like, at all. I was a little, well, I shouldn't be surprised because they treat my girl bad all the time. Because after all of that build up, I wanted more. More Storm, more focus, more emotional payoff, more conversations, just fucking more. Because when Storm is on the screen belongs to Storm. She's a scene stealer, a world ender, and that's just facts, like undisputed facts, honestly. Still, this is probably one of the best animated versions we've gotten of Storm, like, ever. Powerful, regal, wise, compassionate, and vulnerable. Confident, and fucking dangerous as fuck. Everything Storm is supposed to be. And in my completely unbiased opinion, which is absolutely biased, of course, Storm is the greatest X-Men ever. Like I said, go argue with your mama. Not one of. The greatest. The GOAT. And I said what I said. Don't argue with them motherfuckers in the comments. Don't argue with me. So yeah, X-Men 97 gave Storm an incredible storyline. Reminded everybody that she's an absolute powerhouse. And then kind of left me wanting seconds. Hopefully season 2 fixes that. Please, I beg of you. Because if we're being honest, honesty is the best policy. Professor X spends half of his time leaving Earth, getting kidnapped, getting mind controlled, or making decisions that have everybody else clearing up his mess. Meanwhile, Storm is the one actually keeping the X-Men together. So maybe, just maybe, instead of asking, where's Professor X? We should be asking, why isn't Storm running this place full time? Because at this point, if Storm took 1 week off, the X-Men would fall apart. I mean, she went off the grid and look what happened. Scott had a baby with fucking Madeline. If Charles took 1 week off, will anybody even notice? I'll let y'all argue about that in the comments. Fuck Charles Xavier. Okay?